my life, and it's gonna be the best night of your life. You're gonna fucking propose to her. It's gonna be insane. And this side of the room's gonna fight this side of the room. This guy hates it already. He's gone. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We have so many comedians to get to. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Your first comic, I just met him. Listen, I'm not from here, so if you see me come off on the stage and I'm like, he's so funny, she's so great, don't believe me, I don't know. But this next comic is one of my favorites in town, and he's absolutely incredible. He kills it wherever he goes, and I've known him for years. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Stuart Jones, everybody.
Keep it going for Adam Christie, everyone. Keep it going. All right. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Hi, everyone. My name is Stuart, and no one has ever been caught off guard by that. You know? Like, never once has anyone been like, oh, really? You don't strike me as a Stuart, right? And I always wanted to be a badass when I was younger, but it's tough to be badass when your name is Stuart, right? No one's ever like, oh yeah, watch out for Stuart. That guy's a real badass. He'll install a virus on your computer. Yeah, watch out. Also, I come from a nice, loving family, so that fucks everything up. Like, I remember this one time when I was younger, my mom, she was making dinner, and she said, I think this is the best stew I ever made. And then she looked at me and went, no, you're the best stew I ever made. Ugh. Yeah, fuck off, Mom. I'm trying to be badass over here. So I installed a virus on her computer. There you go. A little about me. I named my cat Stephen Hawking because he loves string theory, huh? Huh? Yeah, and because he's dying of ALS. Just made sense at that point. I love Vancouver, man. Vancouver's a magic city, right? It's a magic city. Like, did you know if you go outside, you take 2 empty beer bottles and hit them together, you can summon a homeless person? Did you know that? Magic city, you know? You know, I realized this is very unique about Vancouver. In most cities, if you see a creepy, weird dude coming out of a windowless van, you think, child predator. Right? But in Vancouver, if you see some creepy, weird dude coming out of a windowless van, you think, I bet I could live in a van. That guy probably saves a lot of money. That's brilliant, you know? Like, kids don't even cross my mind at all, right? I could probably watch a guy take a kid into a van, and I would be like, I can't believe he's raising a kid in there. That is so progressive. Wow, we are so green. You know? And it's funny, if you watch Vancouver news, it's the same 3 sad stories over and over again. Homelessness, housing crisis, fentanyl. You switch it over to Vancouver Island news, and it's just seniors meeting dolphins. Every day, it's like, top story, everyone saw a whale. Wow, we live in paradise, you know? Like, I saw a news story, I think there's too much news these days, because I saw a news story that the world's oldest person died. Yeah, that's not news. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. Right? Like, I think if the world's oldest person killed someone, now that's a news story, right? World's oldest person commits double homicide. Sentenced to life in prison. Now that's a news story, right? You're tuning in for that one. I was at karaoke the other day. You guys are familiar with the song No Scrubs by TLC? Yeah, classic, right? I realized the other day, I am not, by definition, not a scrub. Huh? Yeah, because a scrub is a guy who has a best friend who has a car. That is not me, no. A best friend with a car? Oh no, I'm below scrub. You know? A scrub is a guy who has help moving. Wow, that would be nice, right? Hopefully sometime in my life, right? Dude, I have a friend who doesn't even have a smartphone. Can you believe that? I'm like, dude, how do you even poo? You know, like what are you doing in there? My favorite thing to do while I'm taking a shit, I like to be on Tinder, and I like to judge women based on their appearance. Yeah, with my pants down and shit coming out of my asshole. I like to look at the face of women and be like, ew, not you. Yeah, swiping and wiping, that's what I call it. It is a good time, you know? You gotta be careful if you're ever doing that, though. One time I was wiping my ass and I accidentally wiped to the right. That's bad news. That is bad news, guys. This might surprise no one, but I play a lot of Pokemon Go. Any Go heads in the house? No? In this room full of adults? Weird. Alright, whatever. Losers. No, I love that game, man. I'm addicted to that game, but it wastes a lot of batteries on my phone, you know? Like sometimes when my phone dies, I have to go back to throwing rocks at squirrels. Good thing that game came out. But no, this is another nice thing about Pokemon Go. There's a little trick you can do if you're a guy. This is a guy's only trick. If you're ever walking late at night and it's dark and there's no one else around and you're about to cross paths with a woman on the same side of the street as you, that can be awkward. Some guys will cross the street to give her some space. What I do, I just show her that I'm playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, don't worry, lady. Unless you're a Charizard, I'm not interested. That's how I give back to the community. So, that's what you can do if you're like me and you have this silhouette of a rapist, you know? I know, that's like poetry, isn't it? I try to be woke. You try to be woke these days, but it's tough to be woke. Guys, I'm a huge feminist. Huge feminist. I won't even eat food unless it's cooked by a woman, you know? Huge feminist. I think that's right. And I always insist that women pay for half of everything, right? Right down to the cost of the condom. Yeah, in fact, that's what I say when I come. When I come, I say, you owe me 80 cents. I'm a huge feminist. Is that how it works these days? I don't know. I was thinking of becoming one of those catchphrase comedians, like all my jokes could just end with the same catchphrase. That's a way to get popular, maybe. Okay, let's test this out. Catchphrase number 1, it's thank you very much. All right, fine. Okay, that's okay. Catchphrase number 2, I think this one's better. It's okay, lady. Right? Because you gotta include women these days. You see, it's a lot more inclusive. It's 2020, guys. What do you think? Good idea? No. Okay, lady. No, but I was reading this article on the internet. It was about gender stuff, and it said that it is easier to turn a penis into a vagina than it is to turn a vagina into a penis. Yeah, male privilege knows no bounds. Yeah, sorry. Just another advantage we have. I was at a bookstore. I saw a stack of self-help books with a sign in them that said, please help yourself. That's confusing, right? Because they were free, but they weren't, right? You know, it's weird. There's like 2 big brands of those information books, right? There's the ones for dummies, and then the other one is the Complete Idiot's Guide to. It's like, do you really have to be that rude about it, you know? Here I am trying to buy a book and educate myself, and the books are making fun of me, right? They're like, hey, you moron, yeah, buy this one, you dumbass. It seems weird, right? Like, here's my problem, right? First off, I didn't know what book to buy, you know? Because, like, the one for dummies was $20, one for idiots was $25. It's a bit of a game going on there, right? But my other problem was, like, I don't want to buy the wrong book, you know? I don't want to buy the one for dummies, get home, start reading it, and be like, well, it looks like I'm an idiot. I don't understand any of this shit, you know? So I ended up buying both books, you know? In case I'm a dumb idiot, and then I can cross-reference, I don't know. No, the girl at the counter, she's like, you're buying both books? You're a moron. Well, where's the book for morons? I think this is going to sound really ignorant, but I think that if I were a woman, I would just say I was on my period all the time, you know? Like, just to get better service or something, right? Like, let's say you go to Starbucks, there's some young guy behind the counter, he just march up to him and you're like, hey, caramel macchiato, hurry it up, I'm on my period. It's like, what's that guy gonna think, right? He's just gonna be like, oh fuck, yes ma'am. You know? You're gonna get extra caramel, you're gonna get better service. This makes sense, that would work, right? Okay, lady. Okay.